Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Wednesday morning market webcast. Okay, so we talked yesterday about the potential for a rally to go to the weekly pivot. So the weekly pivot test was open. We went and we did that fairly early in the day, into the lunch hour, and it just turned into a trend up that has continued to trend up. We've taken out the 200-day moving averages. We've converted the round number at 2,800, and the next destination, lies up in and around here with a move to the daily midband. That sits right now, right around 28.31, and the daily midband on the longer-term time frame is going to tell us whether we are still ultimately sell rallies or whether it becomes an overall buy the dips market. There continues to be a ton of vol and a ton of things that are agitating the market from a whole lot of different perspectives. You've got China, you've got Powell, you got a lot going on. You have a lot going on, and it's fueling these moves. So we talked yesterday about, Monday had been a really good day for us. We were long 45 coming into the webcast. We had taken profits on that. Once it became apparent to me that, really all we wanted to do yesterday was go higher in some way, shape, or form, we were long 71, and then we ultimately got long 83.5 for the majority of the day, and then we laddered up into a 27.94 long, which we took 10 handles, then 20 handles. We've got a third of that left this morning, and we have our stops at locked in at 28.14 underneath VWAP. VWAP is coming in right now at about 28.15. So as we head into today, we've got to see how do the bulls and the bears deal with the 28.14 to 28.15 area. It had tried to be resistance a little bit in Globex, nothing super special. Okay, so I had to do a quick pause there because I knew there was something missing on this chart, and it's the current monthly pivot, which is 28.2175. So we're dealing with that right now. I'm not surprised. We got a little bit of resistance up in the 24s and dealing with that. We have to see whether or not that monthly pivot wants to go support or whether that's going to kind of try to hold it in. I feel like the daily midband is probably more important, but if it holds here and we pull back, then you got to look at the hourly midband there down at 28.08 as a place for the dip buyers to potentially come in and grab it for another move to the upside. So it is a strong market. It is a market that is bid. It's a market that is just steadily walking up that will make everybody hate it. And there's one of two things that you can do in this kind of market. You can fight price. There are places you can try shorts. There were a couple places yesterday where we tried shorts. We tried getting short right in the 83 half area yesterday, right around 2 or 230. When it came back in and it was apparent that it didn't want to go down below 91, came back and took us out for even. The power of the move off of 81 told us, you know what, we got to just buy this thing. And then we bought that 83 half, and we did 6 and 10 and 10 for a nice solid 8 and 2/3 handle trade. And at that point, we tried one more at 93 half. 93 half went down to 91, couldn't get through. Flipped long 94. Why? Because the downside isn't working. And if the downside isn't working in a tape as volatile as this, the other side will work. We existed in 2018 in a tape pretty similar to this. I used to call it a flip tape, meaning you can try things, but as soon as they're wrong or they feel wrong, you've got to cut your losses, flip, and go with what's going to work. Because what's going to work, instead of going 5 handles, might go 25 handles. You have to be flexible. You can't get ideological. You can't walk in and say, "Wow, that's enough rally. We're done. We're done going up here." Really? Because I don't get those memos. And neither does anybody else. That's a BS argument that we tell ourselves to justify what's typically probably a pretty terrible trading strategy. So if you're doing that, Stop doing that. All right. Take care, everybody. Trade them well. We'll have some more stuff out on social. Come check out the room. Come check out the room. It's a great place to spend the day. It's a great place to learn how to trade this stuff. And if you already trade this stuff, I know for a fact there are some tools in here that are absolutely going to help you take it to the next level. Trade them well. Talk to you soon. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princetontrader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.